What up, my dudes and my lady dudes? Welcome back to another episode of Everybody Loves Hypnotoad. It's me, boy, the Hypnotoad.
All glory to the Hypnotoad.
And today, we are here because of one of you lovely people. The people of infinity. Because of Devin Reeves here. He asked to go watch Sgt Ducky, a video called The Head Casey, Living with the Boys. So we're here to react to that. We're here to check it out. It looks like it's gonna be a good time. So you already know, before you get started, go check out Sgt Ducky here for the original content, the original video. Give it its view, its like, hit the button, see, like this, do it, boom, easy. Then you come back here, then you hit the like button again. And if you're not subscribed, you hit the subscribe button. Don't make the Hypnotoad come and find you. Give glory to the Hypnotoad. Okay? Are we done? Alright. We done it? Alright, good. Turn on the post notifications. Drop a comment, let me know you had your water. And most importantly, cue the intro.
This is exhilarating. Get excited.
Okay, Ducky, hello. How are you? I am the Hypnotoad. I am a toad. You are a duck. I am a hypnotic toad. Are you just an average duck? Tell me your secrets.
Why, hello there.
Hi.
Don't worry, there's no sponsorship to interrupt this Living with the Boys video today.
Oh.
I will ask you to check or consider subscribing if you haven't already, because I have enemies who I like to annoy with my success, and I think that's a cause we can all get behind. Done? Great.
Don't you agree? I agree with that. For those of you who didn't do what the Hypnotoad just got finished telling you to do, go give glory to the Hypnotoad, and then go give some glory to Ducky. Are you done? Alright. We have to annoy our enemies. You have to help the Hypnotoad annoy his enemies. I have been traveling both time and space for this. Alright, we're done.
Right, so it was about 5 PM on a Friday. F was just in the door from work. I was enjoying a few days off, so naturally I had just woken up. And PJ was in his room playing Streets of Rage.
Is that a naughty duck in the background?
Normal day at the boys' house. Well, not completely normal. See, it was rent day the day previous, so we were all rather predictably
dreaded rent day.
So we were begrudgingly preparing for a not very exciting weekend. But while we were chatting and drinking tea in the kitchen, PJ gets a phone call.
Drinking tea and not coffee. Got
nice
it.
one. No bother, lad. I'll call the banners. So PJ explains that
more
a friend of ours,
toilet
Casey,
paper.
said his parents were gone away for the weekend, and he wants to have a
kitchen
little bit of a
paper,
house party. There'll be very little in the way of women, but it's in the middle of nowhere, so we can be as loud as we like. We can stay the night so nobody will have to play taxi for everyone, and drink will be provided. To 3 broke lads with nothing to do for the weekend, this sounded like an all-expenses-paid weekend away in Amsterdam. So we hit up Connor and Tony, and we all arrived out there.
So is this a sausage
Connor,
fest?
in his usual
Gross.
fashion, rocks up with a girl called Saoirse. Yes, that is how it's
Wait,
spelled.
what?
Aren't Irish names fun? But unfortunately, he wasn't offering this one up this time. This was a nut he wanted to crack himself. He'd been working this case for a while, and he reckoned that tonight was the night he was going to blow her hole wide open.
Oh, okay.
Blow her case wide open. Damn it, it was really subtle. So we rocked on into Casey's, and a man of his word he was, because we were greeted by a kitchen countertop that would put most bars to shame. It was brimming with pretty much every spirit known to man. So with the tunes popping and sauce in hand, we kicked the night off, and usual banter ensued. Jesus lad, you got good lint on that. If you let a woman sit on that, she'll feel that tickle her sinuses.
Ah, thanks, man. But look at the weight of your weapon. After taking that on a gay Tuesday, me and the boys can walk both sides of the road at the same time.
Ah, tags.
Are they really just sitting here comparing dicks? Are they really sitting here comparing sizes? I question them. They're a little sus, you know. Like this is like. Let's just continue.
You're so f***ing sweet. All right, PJ, you're up first.
Oh, drift, Tokyo. Get it, Ducky.
Oh, shite.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus Christ, Ducky, you nearly hit me with your car. Whose was bigger? This is important to me. I don't know, lad. I had to jump out of the way. All right, I'll go again, so. No!
Big man with some drink in you, but you wouldn't say that to my face.
Oh, you're threatening me now. You think I'm afraid of you, do you? Let it go, lads. Come on. It's not worth it.
Nah, f him. I'll say it to your face, lad.
Okay.
Batman should have died at the end of The Dark Knight Rises, and the fact that he didn't was bullshit. You take that back.
So do you.
Wow.
While later, we're all gathered in the kitchen, waiting in the bathroom, because apparently Tony has a bladder
mad
the size
because
of a
Batman
beaver, and
is
seems
the
to be in
man?
there every time any of us wants to use it. During this time,
Lord.
Casey decides to mix up a few drinks at the counter, just throwing random spirits together and passing them around to see if he accidentally stumbles across the holy grail of cocktails. And you know what?
You tripping.
The mad bastard only went and done it. He handed me a drink of God knows what. It was this horrible, murky brown colour, and the fumes coming off it were making my eyes water. But when I took a sip, it was delicious. I passed it around and everyone had a try, and we all agreed it was top notch, but it was super strong. Apparently there was no mixers in it. It was just spirits watered down by more spirits, but it still went down very easily.
Wow.
So with that, seeing as Casey invented it and it was stupidly strong, we named the drink.
Let's hear it. Drum roll, please.
The Head Casey. Aren't we very clever? And we all drank that pretty much exclusively for the rest of the night, and this got us very merry indeed. So at one point throughout the night, Connor had sealed the deal with Saoirse, and they wandered into the bedroom and locked the door. Given how soft we all were at this point, that was probably a good call, but we did leave him alone, long enough for him to get on with the job at hand, and then some. We're not animals. But we are apples. So when there was no sign of him rejoining the party after about an hour or so, we decided to put our heads together and think of some sort of way we could grab his attention and coax him back out of the room.
Okay.
Why don't we just knock on the door and ask?
No.
That's just what he'd be expecting us to do.
Exactly.
We could grab a load of food and stuff from the kitchen and throw it at the door, making a whole lot of noise and a completely unnecessary mess that I'll have to clean up in the morning on a very ill stomach.
Casey, that is a completely ridiculous idea that I think we can all agree on is the very thing we're going to be doing. Good job. So with that decided, we grabbed a load of stuff from the kitchen and started pelting the bedroom door with him. There was all sorts being flung at it. Tomatoes, eggs, handfuls of flour, and countless other stuff that I can't draw. If it was a food item, it hit the door. As you imagine, since myself, PG and Hef
we'll use our imaginations.
For once.
Look how wait. Look how messed up the bearded duck's face is. He is beyond torched. He is wasted, son. Like, Ducky looks pretty hammered over there. The rest of these guys look. No, I wouldn't say the rest, because homie in the background looks super wired. Like he been on some other stuff. He took something else tonight. We don't know what he took. But Bearded Duck here, Bearded Duck is torched. Look at him. One eye up there, the other eye down there. He is obliterated.
He got into it. In fact, we were running back down to pick up the stuff that hadn't quite burst on the door the first time, just so we can fling it at it again. All is carefree as somebody throwing a sock into a linen basket. But even with all that commotion, Connor and the woman didn't budge. All we got through the door was a "Go away, I'm plugged in." So we decided to leave him alone, grab our head cases, and see out the last few hours of the session gathered in the living room.
Okay, cool.
Now, here's where the night went from a grand session to one worth making a video about. So as we were gathered in the living room, chatting and slowly starting to fade from the sauce, Tony yet again returns from the toilet.
Why does... Okay, so Tony is this one's name. Why does he look so wired? He, like, bruh, like, his eyes are just... His pupils are just so dilated, bruh. Like, what's up, bruh? Talk to me, bro.
But this time he's standing in the doorway, breathing really deeply and looking all pale and sweaty. So we tried to see what's wrong. You alright, lad? You're looking a bit shook.
You feel
what do
me?
you think Tony said next? Nothing, because he hit the floor and started having a full-blown fit, or seizure, or something. I don't know what you'd actually classify it as, but he wasn't conscious and he was shaking and convulsing and foaming at the mouth on the floor. So, as we do, we all panic and sober up in an instant. We run over to him, get him on his side, put something under him so he's not smacking his head off the floor, and try to talk to him. We don't really know what to do, in all honesty. Nobody, including him, had ever had a seizure around us before. And we didn't know whether he was going to be fine or he was just about to kick off his mortal shoes. But as we were trying to figure out what was wrong and what we had to do, Hef comes running up to us. He'd just been to the bathroom, and when he got in there, he spotted a particular type of residue on the bathroom countertop. So we go through Tony's pockets, and sure enough, what do we find? Only a little baggie of no snow. Well,
the no snow. Not the no snow. Oh, what a story time. What a story time.
Hey lad, we invented a new drink. Do you want to try it?
Yeah. Yep. That'd be.
Well, that explains why Tony looks so wired. I was right. Look at that. Look at that comment section. Yay me.
Brilliant, lad.
Grand, I'll grab you one. No, nothing comes to mind anyway, lad. Well, this explained all his trips to the bathroom, and he's fit. So with him unconscious on the floor in the process of ODing unless we did something, we all knew what we had to do next. His f***er's been holding out on us. Get him.
Sharing is caring.
How dare you keep it all to yourself?
I'm joking. No, we called an ambulance and explained to them what had happened over the phone, and they were on the way there, plus or minus some directions, because, again, we were in the back arse of nowhere. It wasn't long after that before there was a knock on the door. We opened it to be greeted by paramedics and the guards. That's the cops. Turns out, if you mention narcotics when calling emergency services, the paramedics are accompanied by the popo. It's pretty obvious to us now, but it wasn't obvious to us then. I remember we were all pretty annoyed by it, actually. The paramedics are narcs.
The police.
I thought you guys love drugs. Whose side are you on? So the paramedics pick up Tony and take him away to hospital, and the guards wander in to try and make sense of the goings on. Now, we were all in our early 20s, saucing it up in a house that we probably shouldn't be drinking in. A friend was passed out on the floor after taking something, and myself and PJ were drunkenly doing handbrake turns in our car earlier. So we all felt instantly guilty as f***. So the guards gathered us all in the kitchen to ask us all some questions. After lining us all up, he had noticed some white powder on the counter next to Hef. It wasn't really some though. It was a small mountain of it. He was immediately sus of it and demanded answers. So we told him the truth. It was spilled flour from the food shenanigans that happened earlier. And of course, he didn't believe a word of it. I'm not quite sure why though. I don't know where this guard thought a few 20-year-olds from rural Ireland pulled the equivalent of what would have been €100,000 worth of hard narcotics out of. And we were all so blasé about it just to scatter it across the counter like we're waiting on f***ing Squidward to rail a lion. But he had his...
Apparently he think y'all got that, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all make some shake out here. Like look how angry Scrooge McDuck over here wanna be looking ass is here. He mad. That really is probably the flour though from when they were throwing stuff earlier.
His mind made up and demanded we do not touch it. We all just thought fair enough. If he wants to take it away and test it, by all means. It'll be one less thing for Casey to have to clean up in the morning. But after chatting with the guards a bit more, we realised something. Connor and Saoirse was still locked in the bedroom and probably had absolutely no idea on what's been happening. So we told the guards this, and they left us in the kitchen and wandered down to the bedroom to get them. Now, we forgot that earlier we had been throwing food at the bedroom door. But we get a funny reminder when we hear the female guard down the hall.
Oh Jesus, the dirty animals are after getting sick all over the door.
This nearly killed us. But it kept getting better when the guards knocked on the door to get Connor out, because Connor didn't think it was the guards. No, Connor thought it was us messing with him again. So when the guard knocked on the door and demanded that he open up, all he got back was,
"If ye don't f*** off, I'm gonna come out there and kick your heads in."
So we were like, oh shit, and ran down to tell Connor the story before he ended up getting himself arrested. Connor emerges from the room in a daze, no idea on what had happened after he'd gone in there earlier. The guards got us all back in the kitchen to continue.
Kind of the only one who's just been like, bruh, I'm normal. I've been minding my business, not being weird like these dudes all night long.
When suddenly his eyes widen and he shouts, "Who did that?" pointing at the counter where the pile of flour was. Yep, I said was because it wasn't there now. Somebody had quietly wiped it off the counter and made us look as guilty as f***. The guard that was trying to be somewhat civil with us was no longer, and he started grilling us, making us turn out our pockets, asking us 21 questions and so on. Eventually, after coming to the realisation that whether we were telling the truth or not, they had no evidence and it was starting to get bright outside, so they left as well.
Stupid. Like I was gonna say, like what are they gonna do other than waste time? You just gonna stand there and be mad? It ain't nothing there. You couldn't even take the flour that you were gonna take, you weirdo. Get out of here.
Did Connor and Saoirse, no doubt tired of all the madness, and we all sat a bit dazed in the living room, ironing out all the details. What happened to the bag of stuff we found on Tony? I tossed it as soon as I seen the feds. Ah, good call, lad.
Smart guy,
what's the story with Tony? The paramedics said they're going to try their very best, but there's a strong chance he'll still be a box when he wakes up. Wait, better question. Which total numpty wiped the flour off the counter?
I did.
Why did you do that? You made us look even more suspect, you plank.
I don't know, lad. They were suspicious and I was drunk, so I panicked.
Hold on. I have a question I think we all need answering.
Alright, hold on. What's the question?
Well, lad, we forgot to ask you something there before you left.
What?
How was she? Go on, lad. Spill the beans.
Right.
Is she walking all right? Did you give her the Connor pounder and cheese?
Oh, she was good, yeah.
Well, hey! About 2 weeks later, we bumped into Tony when we were out, and he told us that when he came to in the hospital, he just got up and left. But because it was 4 in the morning and his phone was dead, he couldn't get a lift and had to walk 7 hours to get home. Can't really say we were all too upset, all things considered.
No, not really.
The biggest tragedy of that crazy night was when we were next talking to Casey. We were reminiscing about that night when he told us that he...
Wait, what?
He said he tried, but he... Oh... Give me a second. Compose yourself, Ducky.
Compose yourself. You got this, Ducky.
He said he tried, but he can't remember how the head Casey was made.
Oh. Oh. They can't remember how to make the drink anymore.
With the boys that I hope you all got a kick out of.
Oh,
I
no.
do want to mention something though. It was entertaining here, but I genuinely nearly did hit one of the boys with my car that night.
Bro, you gotta do better.
We realized just how easily that could have gone way worse. Easily one of the stupidest things I've ever done in my life. So just so you know, keep the session off the road.
Agreed.
Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you lads and ladies in the next one.
Later, Dougie. Well, that was a cool little story time. The head Casey, yeah, that was pretty funny. Everybody say thank you to Devin in the comment section. Make sure you tell him thank you, or else the hypnotoad would not have, known it existed and nor reacted to it, and we wouldn't be watching it together now. But in the meantime, between time, you already know. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're not. Drop a comment, let me know you had your water today. Go ahead and check the link in the descriptions for all this stuff. Follow the hypnotoad. Save yourself some monies with some discount codes. And I'll catch you guys next time. You already know. Good night, good morning, and all that other good shit. Peace out.